Welcome everybody to another episode of Not So Pro Mix. I'm Danny, and today I want to share with you guys a quick tip on how I'd like to use the basic plugins on cleaning vocals for dialogue or stories or anything like that that's just talking. I do have the RX6 from Isotope, but I'm not going to use that because I just want to show basic, using basic plugins that anybody can use on any DAW. So first of all, what I'm using is my LA320 from Lawton Audio. It's a tube mic, and that goes into my Avalon M5, which goes to my DBX266 compressor, and then from that it goes into my Focusrite Pro 40. And with my compressor, I didn't do much. I did about I think it was 2-to-1 ratio, and then I did medium attack and a medium release. So I didn't take much off. Now, I did have a high pass filter and a low pass filter on this microphone. I did turn them on, but for some reason it still had like the low end that I didn't like. So what I did was I put in a 75 hertz pass with a 12 dB octave, and this is what it sounded like.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store. But we didn't want to show it to you until we had it just right. Presenting the right price tag at Kroger. Low prices have never been so easy to find.
So with that, it just took out the low end that really didn't need to be there. And then I tried to use my stock plugin that came with Pro Tools, but for some reason it just felt like it was grabbing too much and it was taking more than what I wanted to take off. So this is what I did. So I had it at 7.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store. But we didn't want to show it to you until we had it just right. Presenting the right price tag at Kroger. Low prices have never been.
So, I mean, it sounded okay, but it just felt like it was taking too much, to me anyway. So what I did was, instead of using that De-Esser, I used a compressor instead and used the Sidechain. This was the basic stock one that comes with the Pro Tools. And so what I did was I put it on Sidechain, and I have it at 7. And so what I did was I left the ratio at 3-to-1, and I messed with the threshold until it just got the S's. And I'll show you guys right now.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store.
See, you can see on the meter right here, every time I said one of the S's or change, it just grabbed it really quick. So what I did was I set my attack at 8.3, and my release, you can see right here what I set it to. And then, so this is what it sounds like with and without.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store. But we didn't want to show it to you until we had it just right. Presenting the right price tag at Kroger. Low prices have never been so easy to find.
So there you go. It just kind of tamed that harshness right there in the 7 kilohertz range on my voice. And then from there, a lot of people use this technique, for anything, for guitar or for vocals, for singing. I mean, you can use it for anything. I just use it here, and it sounded pretty good because I didn't want to use an EQ. I didn't feel like taking out more than what really needed to be taken out. So this worked just fine. It worked perfect than that De-Esser. All right, so right here I used a EQ to boost 2 dB at 5K and 2 dB at 12.5, and that just kind of brought out the higher end part that it got lost when I did the Sidechain.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store. But we didn't want to show it to you until we had it just right.
So there you go. Yeah, so it just kind of brought out the higher end part. And then with this Shep's Omni channel, first of all, if you guys can get your hands on it, get it, man. It's a great plugin. Sounds great. And right now I believe it's on sale for $49, I think, or $99. I'm not sure. But anyway, go check it out, waves.com, and you guys can see it. This thing is very cool. It has different modules that you can use. You can even add more modules right here. And yeah, anyway, so with this, I did a de-esser on this side right here. Now with this, you can see I had both of these in, but I'll just show you guys what this first one was. I did it at 2.5K, and if you look at the meter when it goes, it's barely taking anything off. And I used a kind of wider band de-esser, so here's what that sounds like.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store.
So it was just that mid harshness that I used to de-ess it, and here's what it is, or what it sounds like.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store. But we didn't want to show it to you until we had it just right. Presenting the right price tag at Kroger. Low prices have never been so easy to find.
So it just tamed that mid harshness a bit, which made it sound a little smoother. And then from there, I went on to the high pass because it kind of, or excuse me, not high pass, but the higher frequency, because it still kind of sounded a little harsh up there. So what I did was I'd use the other de-esser and I put it to 12.7. And again, you can see this meter barely taking anything off. And here's what they sound like together.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store. But we didn't want to show it to you until we had it just right. Presenting the right price tag at Kroger. Low prices have never been so easy to find.
So yeah, it just kind of tamed it completely. It was not so harsh, but yet it's still bright enough where you can understand and hear clearly. And then at the end, I did put this compressor on. I put the Fet Compressor, which is an 1176 style. This one does come with the optical, which is like an LA2A, and then the VCA is like the Vertigo like stereo bus compressor. I think it's like the Vertigo SC1 or something like that. I have it at 2 to 1. My attack is 2, and my release is at 200. So again, I'm barely compressing anything, and see, my threshold's at 22. So here's what that sounds like. I'll put it in and out.
Something very big is happening in your neighborhood Kroger, and soon you'll see signs of change throughout the store. But we didn't want to show it to you until we had it just right. Presenting the right price tag at Kroger.
Now you can hear it. It brings out the lower part, kind of gives it that nice round boost on the bottom end, and brings out the higher end, and kind of just evens it out completely. So again, this is a little quick tip that I wanted to share. With basic plugins, you can do these de-essers. You know, if you have just the basic de-essers, you can use them in that way. And if you don't have the Sheps plugin, you can use the compressors. You know, with these API, you can use any compressor that you have. You know, every compressor has 12.5K and 5K. You know, this is basic stock, and this is basic stock. So yeah, I just wanted to share this tip with you guys. If you guys like it, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share this tutorial with anybody you think can use it. And I'm going to come out with some more videos on this. If you guys want some more, let me know. I have some, if you guys want some plug-in videos or anything any kind of gear I have. So just hit me up, all right? And leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.